pause right there. And we're gonna talk about babies for a little bit, okay? Anybody of you have babies? Yeah? You have babies? You had babies. Praise the Lord, right? They're bigger now. They eat more, but at least they don't mess themselves, right? So, you know, babies are weird. Like, everybody says that babies are cool, and they're cool in the movies. But one day, this is how it happens. All you single folks, Rachel, you know, and all you folks that are married without kids, you just sleep in whenever you want, you get up whenever you want, and you stay up all night, and when you want to go out and do something, you just get up and hop in the car and just frolic along like your life is easy. Well, one day your wife wakes up and starts throwing up, and the next thing you know, you're bringing a parasite into your home. Okay? It's just like that. Boom. Right, Sally? That's how it happens. Next thing you know, this bundle of life, this joyous creature comes into your home. And many of you don't know, I'm actually multilingual. Okay? I speak English, I speak Japanese, and I speak baby. You don't believe me? This is hungry. Ah! This is dirty. Ah! This is I'm tired. Ah! Okay? That's about it. This is my diaper is dirty. Poopy. No, they don't actually say that. It's more like ah! Or I don't know. They just yell, man. It's all they do. When they're tired, they yell. When they're sick, they yell. When everything needs change, they yell. They just yell and yell and yell and yell. Right? And I know some of you guys know this because I can tell that you have kids at home because there are large chunks of hair missing from the sides, whole fistfuls at a time, right? So the other morning, I gotta confess, you know, I said I was going caffeine free for a while. I did that for like 2 weeks. I lost my wallet, I lost my keys, I lost my sanity. I don't even remember those 2 weeks. So I'm back on the glorious caffeine train, and it is wonderful. So I get up in the morning, you know, and I go downstairs, and I'm just like a zombie going to the kitchen to brew my morning cup of joe, you know, and as I'm grinding the beans, you know, the flock of unicorns comes to my second story window, hoping I will open the pane so they can smell the aroma of the beautiful cup of coffee that I can make, right? It is an art. It is a ritual with me. I use a press pot. I grind the beans fresh every morning, you know, and I pray 3 times facing the sun that God will bless the cup of coffee, you know. It is a whole ritual. So I'm doing that. I love it. I love every second of it. Boiling the water, and it's, you know, it's just part of my morning. All of a sudden, out of the corner of my eye, I see this little creature come wandering with his towel in hand, right, into the kitchen. Let me see if I can pull it up here. There we go. And he's standing there like this, you know. It's not a towel, it's actually a blanket. It's a Thomas blanket. It's got Thomas, the engine on it. I think Sue gave it to him, you know. It's his favorite blanket. He's got no shirt on, no pants, just a diaper that's hanging down like this from his nightly, from he was busy all night long, all right, doing Lord knows what. But his diaper is hanging like this, you know. He's got his blanket like this, you know. And this is a kid right here. He looks clean here, right? But he comes, you know, and this darling little face comes walking into the kitchen, and the unicorns are flapping their wings in the window and everything. And as soon as they see him, they go flying off, you know. And I'm oblivious. I'm just making my coffee, and I see Jake, and I just kind of wave to him. And the next thing you know, a finger starts to lift into the air, and he points in a random direction and goes, I'm like, oh, to you too, man. Yeah, right on, you know. And then it gets a little bit louder. And I'm like, yeah, power to the people. Woo! You know, I'm making my coffee, you know. And the next thing I know, something turns loose inside this kid, and he's and I'm like, what do I do? And at this moment, I'm on my knees, you know. I'm like, just be quiet. What do you want? Anything. I'm bouncing up and down, you know. Just what do you want? And about the time that I am like the Philippian jailer, pulled out my knife, ready to take my own life to make it all stop, I hear this angelic voice from the shower in the other room. Over the water, I hear, give him a banana! So I get up, I'm like, okay, all right. So I go over to the banana, and as I'm reaching for the banana, he goes, hee. And I get the banana and I open it up and I tear off half of it and give it to him. And he takes it and he sticks 3/4 of a half a banana into his mouth. Turns it around a little bit and pulls it back out. He then turns around and looks over his shoulder at me and throws it on the floor. He then reaches over and picks it back up and turns around and rubs it all over his face and turns and walks off like everything's okay. I don't know what just happened. Last night, my wife and I, we're working on a video for I Promise, and my kids, I don't know what is wrong with them. I don't know if it's the phase of the moon or if we don't love them enough or if we spank them too much or we don't spank them enough. I don't know, but they're just in one of those moods where they're just they're just fighting each other. Okay, this is a great representation of my family, okay? Me and the boys, woo! And they're just and it's just constant, right? You got kids, somebody's always crying in your house, right? Anybody relate? Just constantly somebody's screaming, and you get to a point where you just kind of block it out, right? You go on with your life, and then we're working, and there's various crying and screaming and yelling and breaking of glass and stuff, and all of a sudden my wife says, "Hey, go pick up Jake. Go pick up Jake." I'm like, "Why?" Because that's his hurt cry. What are you talking about? I look at her like she took the last pickle. Just go get him. He's hurt. All right, whatever. So I go get him. Sure enough, Jake's over there rubbing his head. And Lucas is like, "Daddy, we were playing, and Daddy, guess what? Daddy, the truck hit Jake." How does she know this? One morning my wife wakes up and is throwing up. The next thing I know, she's the baby whisperer. How did this happen? But and moms are so cool. Like you have that screaming child in the nursery, the one no one wants to hold, but y'all trying to get him to shut up, and everybody's doing the parent dance. It's okay, and you're singing the songs. My baby walks, my baby talks, or 6 little ducks that I once knew, tall one, skinny one, short one, just be quiet, and then all of a sudden mom walks into the room and the baby goes, and mom takes the baby and he scooches his little butt up in the air, and just snuggles up on mommy's shoulder, and everything is fine. Everything is fine. Why? Because babies, when they're born, they know mama's smell. They know mom's heartbeat. They know their touch. They can sense it. Even they can't even see mom. They don't know what mom looks like, but they know mom because they're intimately connected in a way that we just can't understand. Babies don't even know where they end and mom begins. They know. They gotta learn that, because they're so intimately connected.